snowing. Colleen, it is snowing here now, but it's like a slush snow. It hasn't been doing it all day though. So you guys have gotten it all day.
Crazy.
Wade, I see you made it. Yay. Yeah. Well, today I put the, I actually set it up quite a bit earlier. Sometimes I just do it right before we go live, assuming you guys know. But it's always on
Tuesday.
Always on Tuesday at 5.
Yep.
Kelly made it. You guys, so I lost my recording phone. And it was gone for how many days?
Oh, like over a week.
Yeah, like a week. And I thought I'd lost it somewhere in the truck. And so that's this phone right here. And so what were you doing?
I was in the goat barn feeding the goats.
Yeah, and found it on the ground. That would have been when we blocked them in there, and I had climbed over the fence, and I guess it fell out of my pocket. So we finally found it, which means now I can watch the chat too. So when I look over here, it's because I'm reading the chat.
Yeah.
So I don't have to get like super close up like last time. Okay, what did everybody do today? We started doing some cleanup. We're working on getting some things organized, and then we're going to start some big projects. But we've been cleaning and organized.
And I did take a nap.
Ireland.
I don't normally, but I did take a nap today.
Why am I not getting... No, I went to Top Chat for some reason.
Prince Edward Islands.
Ooh, nice. Susan.
Oh, and Simon's here.
Simon's here. Hi.
Hi, Simon.
Alicia made it. Alicia, how was your walk? I know you sent me a private message, but you've been sorting for moving to Ohio. It's going to be much colder there for you than North Carolina.
Okay, guys. I got
Judy, lots of prayers for your mom and your family.
Sorry I'm so
Bless
far away,
you.
I can't sit in front of the oven.
So far away.
And we get service over here, so we have to have the phone over where it is because that way we can.
You're like way back there.
Yeah, I can't sit in front of
I know.
the stove.
It's
just
we're
too hot.
we're letting it go kind of out so it'll cool off and then you can scoot up. But these eco logs burn really hot, Kelly. You're not wrong when you said that they do. And I think they're lasting about 3 hours.
Hi, Bradley.
Hey, Bradley made it. So yeah, they last about 3 hours, but I had shut it down a little bit, and then we got a real bad creosote odor in fumes-ish in the air. So we had to open windows. So we actually have some windows open right now.
But still, it's hot. It burns hot.
Anna talked to her friends. She made cold brew. She started pastrami. Making keto brownies. Got caught up at work. So said, wow, you did way more than we did. We cleaned.
Patricia says hello from Texas.
Hey! Where at in Texas, Patricia? I feel like we've had this conversation. It's always. I don't over remember. 4-mile walk, Alicia. Wow, dang girl, that's awesome.
Oh, Darlene finally made it to Alive. Hi from Ontario, Canada.
Hey, Darlene.
Welcome.
I'm missing a bunch, I think. I'm missing a bunch of the chat. Great. So this phone literally laid out in the barn, covered with hay, and nothing is wrong with it. I'm pretty shocked that it didn't like kill it or anything.
I'm happy it was undercover so it didn't get wet.
Yes. Don B, hello. You're going to be a grandpa again? That's so exciting. I keep telling my daughter-in-law, even though I know it's just not totally up to her, but we're ready for another grandbaby and it should be a girl. So we'll see how that goes.
Patricia responded to you. Lake Benbrook, south of Fort Worth.
Oh, okay. I've not ever been over in that area. I didn't do much. I went to Fort Worth for the rodeo, but other than that, I didn't really. I was east of Dallas. Did you see the China weather balloon? Yes. We saw it.
Well, not in the sky.
Yeah, not in the sky. We saw that stuff for it. So, go ahead if you have questions, throw them out. Make sure you put them in capitals. Moderators, if you see somebody that has a channel, today we're gonna go ahead and we were on a live this morning and they were throwing out everybody's link to their channels that were on the live. So we're gonna do that today because that was really fun. We got to go check out some new channels today. But so I posted on our community page a couple of times that I'm having issues with my shoulder. Kim actually is too. And we've been having these issues now. Well, mine's been going on 2 years. And with being in the VA, Vicky, I was going to ask, why didn't you shoot the balloon? You know I would have. So, I go to the VA and I have an appointment with them tomorrow, and that'll just be an appointment that will get other appointments. But we did physical therapy on it. It feels like it's wanting to pop out a joint. So I've been in a lot of pain, and actually like ibuprofen or Aleve has not worked at all on it. Has it worked for you at all?
Not a whole lot. We use the cream too.
Use the cream. It's just not working. I don't know what's gonna have to happen. I think honestly that I'm sleeping on it bad because I'm a side sleeper. So I think I need one of those fancy pillows. So that has kind of slowed down production just because it really, really hurt. But I have to tell you, I did the Magic Mind stuff. I'm looking for. Oh, I put it over there. It's gonna be in an upcoming video. They sponsored and sent some of their stuff, and it's supposed to help with inflammation and mind clarity, and I did it the last 3 days and I believe it's worked. I'm actually today have not been hurting as much, so that's actually really pretty cool. Now we just need him to stay as a sponsor.
It works great for her. I had to take naps.
Well, they only sent enough for one person, and yep. Hey, Life with Chuck and Belinda. Okay.
Oh, we went and saw you guys.
We did.
Today.
We went and watched your live this morning. So I'm not. This isn't like showing.
Are you on live chat?
I am on live chat, and it's behind. Weird.
KJ, we used to do those at my doctor's office that I worked at, the trigger point injections. It does work really well for most people. Unfortunately, it just doesn't last for very long.
Ruby says she's been having shoulder pains for about the past 6 weeks. We have a doctor's appointment next Tuesday. I did like a year's worth of physical therapy on it, and it just did not get better. To be fair, I wasn't like super consistent because we were building and we were doing like a whole bunch of stuff, so I didn't do all the daily things. But she says that I need to strengthen my back more. So
hey, well, one of you mods through Life with Belinda and Chuck's channel up, please.
What did they say, dude? Mike, what are you talking about? You talking to someone else or you talking to us? If you're talking to us and you have a question, then put that in bold. If you're just doing conversation with other people in the live, keep that lowercase so that I don't look at it and think that I need to read it out loud. Sly made it. That's awesome. Hi, Sly. How you doing?
Hi, Seal.
Everybody's talking about carrying their pew-pews. Yeah, we don't talk about politics, Mike. We keep that to other channels. We like to just have a good time here.
Mine must have slept.
And this be a place where we talk about our homesteading, talk about our building, those kinds of things. And the rest of it can be somewhere else. There are some political channels out there. So we are getting ready we're doing some organization. We bought some shelves. We're going to be getting all of our tools organized and put where we can get to them somewhere. And so that we can actually get to them and find what we need. And then we're going to start getting the bathroom finished framing. We've got, it looks like, so we were supposed to have a couple of really good, nice weather days. And we were going to be able to finish caulking around the outside of windows and try. I was watching Life Uncontained, which is one that I really like. And he was talking about the stuff that he used. It's actually for cars. So I'm going to see if that will work, that he was using to caulk around his windows so that they did not leak. Hi, Bernard. Do you guys have chickens or swinging eggs? We actually got rid of all of our chickens. We made a decision earlier in the season. One, we don't eat enough eggs. We have enough friends that have chickens that are laying. So we gave our chickens away so that we could focus more on getting our barn done in the spring and less on animals. So we still have the goats and we still have the rabbits, and I may end up trying to pick up some quail, but I mean, we'll kind of see how that goes.
Simon, I'm sorry to hear about your diagnosis, and we certainly will pray for you, my friend.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you get Mike's
That breaks
email
my
about
heart.
timber?
I did get your email, Mike. I've got to send it off, get my son to get his friend's name that does that. So once I do that, I'll try to do that tonight and not forget. Oh, Alicia, shoulder pain is a side effect of your treatment. It's just not fun.
Nope. I think ours are more of like tears, like a rotator cuff. Why do you keep going up? A rotator cuff tear.
Yeah.
Mine started just last summer, but I think it's just because we're trying to carry these heavy things and.
Well, and mine definitely started the first summer that I was here, and again probably from lifting and doing and whatever. But it's feels like it's in the joint. When I was doing physical therapy, the physical therapist asked me how many times I had dislocated. Apparently, Sasquatch is at the back door.
It's Justin's birthday, so he's super
It is
excited.
He's
today.
very excited. We should sing happy birthday to it. He's 4. Justin, come here.
Justin.
Ooh, Chloe got your bone. You ready, girl? Come on, jump up here. Come on. Ooh, that was a sad jump.
Justin's birthday.
You guys ready? He's 4. Are you gonna sing with us, sir? Are you gonna sing with us? Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Justin. Happy birthday to you. Ah!
And that's to the rest of you guys that have birthdays in February. Happy birthday.
Are you 4? Are you excited about being 4? You're super stressed. Everybody said happy birthday, buddy. Are you embarrassed? Are you shy? Are you shy? Oh, you're a poor baby.
Everybody
Are
says
you a poor
happy
baby?
birthday.
Are you a poor baby? Oh, kisses. My eyebrow.
Oh, if we got Homesteading Hustle on here.
Oh, hi.
We got Ty from Quality of Life. Hi, Ty. You guys have way too much fun over there.
Oh, Chloe, do you want up here?
Yes, we do.
Do you want up
We
here?
try to, at least,
Do you want up here? Do you want to just come up and say hi? You know, you're losing all your hair, so.
KJ's birthday is this month, but she is not 4.
Oh.
That's good to know.
That's good. We've been hearing like little sounds or whatever. We do have owls, and so the dogs are riled up. The owls don't normally come out now, but they have been doing this all afternoon. Probably a rabbit. It's probably a rabbit. Is there a bunny out there? Are they rabid? Rabid rabbits?
Vicky says, I am shocked to hear you're older than 4, KJ.
Our dream in the woods. Hello, happy to watch one of your lives when it's live. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, good to have you. Cougars, Bob says.
Hey now, settle down, sir.
No, all the cougars are inside, not outside. Oh, KJ's turning 50 this year. Me too, girl. Me too.
I turned last year. I'll turn 51 this year. 51.
It's a 50 club. It's a half a century club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corner piece for a sale on her brownies. Oh, I need to go check that out.
He's taking a break from it.
I know, but you've started it. I want to build a spiral staircase. That's hard to say.
Say that 10 times fast.
Oh, Simon will be 49 on Sunday. The 12th.
Wow.
That's
See,
exciting.
you're right around our age.
Bob, nice to see your community page is still working. Oh, the video might be out in a week. We all need to go over and check out Quality of Life's spiral staircase.
Well, Bob, it's not Facebook. It's not like we update it all the time. It's more for communication.
But if you were on Facebook, you would get updated all the time on stuff because we do have a Facebook page.
Yes.
That I've been terrible at updating. So I gotta go put on this. I have to tell you, I'm a terrible dog mom because I completely forgot it was Justin's birthday until I went on Facebook and it said, Justin turned 1, Justin turned 2, in the memories. And I was like, oh, it's Justin's birthday. Yeah. Hey, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle. I build way more than I have time to edit and post, Ty says.
Yeah. I was telling Kim today, I'm like, man, I just want to like get stuff done and not worry about filming it and just get some stuff done to have it done. But then you guys get mad at us when we do that. So we just took a rest today.
Yeah.
Jag, everyone hit the like. Thank you, sir. Sir or ma'am?
Yeah, we appreciate
Are you
that.
a sir or a ma'am? You're new to our lives. Animate it back. Justin, settle down. You crazy?
Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Anna, for throwing up Danielle's link. Appreciate it.
Settle down, sir. So I didn't get him anything special, but we did get them some raw bones with marrow in it and all that kind of stuff that they've been chewing on the past couple of days. So we could just pretend it was an early. Did you guys hear that, Serene?
Oh.
Just another graphics girl. Nice.
Bob. I want to be part of it.
Robert, getting stuff done equals no plus no filming equals no monetization. That's very true.
Well, you know, somebody said if no pictures or no videos, it didn't happen.
That's true. Have heard that.
So
Totally heard that.
yeah.
I see our rain got up to you up there, Heather. Yes, it did. When you said that, I was like, oh no, it's raining down there.
Ruby's both their dogs will turn 15 on March the 1st.
Wow.
Nice. Are they siblings? I'm taking it. Same litter mates.
Yeah. Yeah, Anna, we give him a hard time about that. We do. KJ, we do have snow left. We had whoops, I just kicked the dog. We have about 3 feet of snow, and so in some sections you can start seeing the ground now, but there's still big piles.
The funniest thing is now when you go walking in an area that was like stiff, you now fall through. So
Yeah.
and it's up above your boots, so you like slip through. The snow falls in your boots. You're like, ah.
Yeah. We'll find out, Bob, if the strawberries in the gutters made it. We didn't take them down. Look, you gotta be able to survive up here.
Thanks, Anna.
No wimpy strawberry plants for us. We need hardcore North Idaho strawberry plants.
Right. That's exactly right.
Any snow in our future? So it's actually supposed to snow rain for the next couple of days, on and off. But hopefully we don't get any more. I looked at the extended forecast, and we are basically going to be in high 30s, low 40s for up until the 21st of the month. So that'll be amazing. Yeah, this is a hot spot right here. And
yeah,
dying. I'm going to have a hot flash.
I had to scoot back again. That fire is just...
I really wish that we could move you guys way back there, because it's cool way back there, and here it is probably 100 degrees right here in this spot.
But we don't get service way back there.
A homesteading hustle. Today was 35, and I had my sunroof open. Isn't that funny? So we were laughing because we're so spoiled this year with the heat. The last 2 years we have been like, oh, it's in the 30s, we're not turning on the heat.
We got totally acclimated last year, and we were like, 30s is tropical, we're good, we don't need it.
Yeah, and now we're like, it's 80 in the building, because it was in the 30s today outside.
And I had a sweatshirt on, and it was 80 degrees, and I was like, I'm wearing a sweatshirt, and it's 80 degrees, and I'm comfortable.
And you were sitting real close to the fire, like right there. Winter made it.
Aw, winter.
Bust out the flip-flops. That's real. I went outside with just like a t-shirt. It's 35 I think today, and I was just like out there with a t-shirt for a little bit. Hi Bradley. You made it.
I got nothing, so I can't help with comments.
I'm having a hot flash. And I have this little fan that Kimmy got me when I started having hot flashes for my birthday. And I charged it 3 months ago, and it's the little black one that sits right here, and it finally died. It took almost 4 months.
Now that's a good fan.
Wait, Kimmy is not getting good service right there. So I do in the living room whenever I'm sitting in there, but then we have to add the lights that then bounce off the windows. So we need to get like curtains, and then we could like set it up.
I get terrible service right here. I have to literally go to the window and stand with it up real high.
Well, he said to scoot everything that way because you were getting service right now. William asked, does the metal in the shipping container prevent your cell phone from working? It doesn't. So yes and no. So Kim has an iPhone and hers doesn't work very well at all. I have an Android and mine works better. As we put in windows, the service got better. When we did not have any windows or doors in it, there was no service in here on either of our phones.
On clear days, service is better. Yeah. And it's, you can still do certain things on your phone. It's just like Facebook, YouTube, and that kind of thing. It's a little sketchy trying to see things.
Yeah. That's okay, Kelly. That would clash with what we're doing. So we don't need those. Glamour shots. Faraday cage. What's a Faraday cage,
That's
Mike?
the thing that you put your phone in to keep you from EMP, not phone, but your like generator and
I got you.
microchips. You can do like an iPad in a Faraday cage and put all of your survival stuff on it. And then if, EMP happens, it'll be all like saved on there, like survival books.
Nice. So Wade asked, what internet service do we have? We have Verizon. We are, this will be exciting. I don't think anybody knows this. We have access to a Starlink dish that we are going to set up and see if works here up on the mountain. And if it does, then we'll be able to have Starlink here. So we'll have much better service and be able to upload and stuff.
Which would be amazing.
We did. We yelled at Anna. Anna's an amazing cook. And we told her that she needs to video all the things that she's cooking.
Yep. She does some amazing keto recipes.
Yes. And we were like, I said, just put little ones up and then do a Patreon where you could walk people through how to do it. I think you should totally do cooking videos. She's such a good cook.
Yep.
So, I have not yet looked more into the water leak. We were waiting. We had a really big freeze spell, and the last thing I wanted to do was pull out my insulation and expose us to the freezing outside air. Are you trying to be a guard dog because you're a big boy now and you're 4?
Lee, hi Lee.
Hi Lee.
You made it.
So I haven't gotten that no water leak with the freeze. Yeah, it was just ice. It's fine. I wasn't doing anything. I do think, though, you guys will be happy to know that I think it's only in a little bit of an area right there. It's not like the whole entire wall. When I was lifting up some other places, it didn't appear to be that way. But like I said, we're going into the 40s, and in the 40s, we could pull all that insulation out. And he wants another song. He does, Anna.
You want a song? He's like, by song, that means I want to go outside.
Or he has to go potty, and we're totally ignoring him.
I'll take
Hi, Debbie. I'm glad you made it. So, yeah, so now that the weather's warmed up, we'll be able to pull all that out. And then I have a couple of things that I want to do around the window frames to keep those from leaking. Right now, we've just covered the, with the clear plastic. We've got that draped all the way over the shipping container, so there are no leaks on it. So we're not leaking anymore, even with this rain. So, but tomorrow we'll be running errands all day. Basically, we won't get home till late, and of course that's supposed to be a nice day. But I think we'll have enough time when we get home to be able to maybe caulk the windows on the outside. And then drop another tarp over it, because I think Thursday and Friday we weren't supposed to get rain, but now it looks like we are. So that's kind of made that really hard. I do have some flashing tape that we can put up, but I kind of want to do the least ugly.
Yep.
Mike wants to know, will you add on more to your build? So eventually, and we're kind of hoping maybe it will be this summer, but I don't know. I want a wraparound deck that's 8 feet out. We've talked about a sauna room or a hot tub room. That's because we were talking about doing one of those bathtubs that have the jets in it into the deck, and then you could let the water out, add water, let the water out, and then heat it with I have one of those little tent stoves that you burn wood in to heat up. So we were talking about having maybe a sauna room or something like that. I would love a wood-fired hot tub, Mike. Absolutely love one of those. But I have to put all of my money into finishing this and the barn before I buy one of those. So if anybody has one or wants to buy me one, I will let you. Ooh, Sean made it.
Hi, Sean.
But a bear like a cougar can be dangerous. A mama bear is super dangerous.
Mama bears are.
Mama bears, they tear you up. There's no play with it. Okay, so I have a story. This guy that I had dated years ago was telling me the story about the first time he went out hunting bear with his friends. This was over in Washington, and they saw this bear, and they start chasing after this bear. It's a little brown bear. And it ran down around this area where there was tons of blueberry bushes and stuff. And aloha Jay from Canada. Hi. I would say a pissed off Heather, Bob. Bob wants to know who's more dangerous, a mama bear or a pissed off Heather.
Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty comparable, I would say.
So anyway, him and his friend go running around, and he has a .45, and his friend has the rifle, and they run around this thing, and he's looking for this bear, and he kind of steps back, into this bush area, and all of a sudden he hears and like the bear had done the same thing, had like come around the corner and then scooched back into these things. He's like, talk about like all the hair standing up on your body. He's like, I possibly peed my pants a little. And they ended up getting the bear, but it was terrifying, he said. So that's the story. That makes me kind of laugh.
That would be terrifying.
KJ, hot tub would help with your shoulder pain. Sorry about that. That was Justin knocking things around. Justin, you're why we can't have things.
He's like, but you still love me, right?
Yep. The stove, it was $900 new. I checked. This was it. The kit that goes with the the whole thing. I missed it. It would help with the shoulder pain. So I'm gonna try and get the VA to pay for it.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
I'm just gonna flat out look. I need this.
Yeah.
I think Anna wants us to sing another song. Sing.
I'm a massage therapist and deal with rotator cuff clients often, a homesteading hustle says.
Ooh. How far are you from us?
Yeah.
We'll take
buy
it.
you coffee.
Was that you were volunteering, right? Like totally volunteering to come over.
Pretty sure that's what we both have.
Totally. Okay, so we were going to get the rest of the
Minnesota, she said.
Dang.
Darn.
Too far. We were gonna finish up the insulation, and I'm like, I can't do this for very long. I'm not gonna be able to do that for very long. So that's what ended up getting that put off.
Sean says more
Sing
solar
it
power.
loud.
I don't know what that's.
Anna wants us to sing it loud.
Sing it loud.
It's
Road trip.
like that.
Jag, we have some fantastic road trips.
We do.
It is so much fun.
We have a lot of fun on our road trips.
Go check out some of our lives from our road trips. We're almost delirious. It's funny.
All right, Ty, I can't wait to watch that video when it comes out on your spiral staircase.
Hi,
I
Ty.
really, really want one, so I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna blow up the comments. Tell your wife and daughter I said, and your kids I said hi. I'm not hitting on you. Okay, we got a lot of new people. They haven't heard that story.
No, they haven't.
Ty, are you gone?
He's gone.
See, he's totally gone. Look how red my face just got. Okay, so we belong to a YouTube kind of group. We all get together and we help each other out. Like we compare notes and give advice and all that kind of stuff. So, and we have what's called the hot seat. So one person will get in the hot seat and everybody will watch their videos and then critique them. So it was Ty's turn. And I didn't even know what his channel was. And so then I got it from somebody, and so I went on there and I started watching his videos. Well, I'm one of those people that comments while I'm watching. So you'll get like 10 comments from me because I'm doing it while I'm watching. And which makes me giggle whenever I see people do that on mine, because I'm like, I totally do that. And so I'm watching Ty's videos and I'm blowing them up, right? Like blowing up the comments. And then YouTube suggests one of his videos and I get on there and I start blowing it up. I'm like, wow, this is kind of cool. You guys are way early for your Halloween costume. It was like a 4-year-old video. And I'm like blowing it up. So the next meeting, he will not even look at me. And I'm like, oh Lord, he thinks I'm a stalker. He's still on here. He thinks I'm a stalker. So I had to let him know I was not a stalker. So it's just
that she wasn't hitting on him.
I wasn't hitting on him. It's like not a stalker. He was a good husband though. He was like, girl, get away from me. I'm a married man. I was very proud of you, Ty.
Aloha Jay says says, what is your gut saying about the weather this year in your area?
Well,
Our gut or our neighbor?
well, okay, right? Because our neighbors, we ask every time we see them.
What do you know? What do you know?
Yeah, so we always have weather conversations. He heard that it was going to be colder than normal, but I would say as of now, we are warmer than normal. February is normally when we get the super, super cold. By time is when we get the super cold weather here, which we already had that. So 40 is warm. This is usually when we have zeros and negative temperatures. So 40 is way warm compared to that. That's a lot.
Yep. We're hoping it just gets warmer from this point out, but personally, I don't expect that that's going to happen, but I'm hoping for that.
Yeah. Well, anything over 40, we can work in. We can be. I'm like sweating. my whole head is sweating. I'm gonna go stand outside for a second.
That's why I let Justin out. So
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna open the passway.
So that's exactly what I did to cool down over there. Let Justin out.
Ooh.
Let's see. Wade's wanting to know when Anna's coming to visit us this week. Anna, I would be happy to know that too.
Me too.
When are you coming to visit us again, girl?
Yeah. Same.
Probably the next time we have one of those get-togethers, right?
I think that's in July, isn't it?
YouTube get-togethers. Heather's taking a pee break.
No, I just had to get cooled off. I was like sweating.
Who's gonna watch all the animals? When you come to visit, that's a good question.
Well,
Don't you
Anna,
have friends?
this is the reason why you need to be nice to your neighbors.
Exactly. Find some teenagers that are local in your area, church.
Bye,
kids.
Homestead Hustle. Yeah, we watch
Church
people's
kids
places.
yeah, totally. We appreciate you coming by, Homestead Hustle.
Robert says everybody should come here for Kimmy's birthday.
Oh, yeah? big 5-0. So
what are your top 5 preps right now? This has been a really difficult topic for me because I always had a 3-year pantry. And doing this, coming up here, building, and doing all of this, I, first time in 30 years, do not have a pantry because we just don't have the space. We don't have the room for it. We were gonna kind of just start growing. So I would say seeds would be number 1 because you can grow food to eat. Sorry, I got distracted by Kelly. So I would say seeds would be number 1. Animals on the hoof. So stuff that breed.
Like bunnies.
Like bunnies.
Yeah, lots and
bunnies.
lots of them.
Quail was another thing that I wanted to do, but now I'm looking into what can we do that we don't have to purchase a bunch of feed for. So again, rabbits, quail, the goats we could, like we did last year, we were cutting down trees and limbing things and throwing it in for them to eat. We didn't buy any feed for the goats all summer long because we were able to feed them the limbs and stuff as we're clearing the garden area and the garden space. So I don't know, those are 3. What do you got?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say was bunnies.
Water.
We got lots of bunnies.
Water, definitely a way to get water since we don't have a well here.
Yeah.
And then solar, because I feel like if you and books on how to do the things.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Because if you can get the knowledge to do the things. Kim's phone says we're out. Bye. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Just kidding. I don't
Just
know
teasing.
why it just keeps going tonight. I'm like, I hit it.
So, my family has the load your own pew pew things. I don't know what you're allowed to say and what you're not allowed to say.
We're just being safe.
So, but also I would say, yeah, beans and rice, Alicia, that's a good, but to be honest with you, if the If the shit hit the fan,
Ooh, you said the
I
word.
totally said it. Totally said it. I mean, but if it really truly did, I would rather have like a bow and arrow, stuff like that, because then I can hunt, and I can hunt quietly, so I'm not drawing attention.
Yep.
And honestly, where we live, our land provides everything. So
I have a couple suggestions from the medical standpoint. Lots and lots of medical supplies, to include antibiotics, even animal antibiotics, and salt. Salt is a huge thing to have, because if antibiotics are not around, salt can be used, like salt water, saline, is a great bacteria growth inhibitor. So,
and if you think about it, we would be eating more of a keto type diet, because it would be meat and vegetables. So you would need the salt for your magnesium, and so that you didn't have like hardcore leg cramps and things like that.
And it would be great for dehydrating.
Hey, Virgil made it.
Dehydrating things, because you won't have refrigeration sometimes. So,
Anna's top 5 crets: bacon, chocolate, coffee, cheese, eggs. Oh, wait, I did that wrong.
Coffee would be amazing, but for me, I kind of need to have sugar with my coffee. I guess if the stuff hit the fan, I wouldn't.
Well, but that's the thing. So like, when I get back to building my pantry and prepping that, it'll be flour, sugar, salt, those things, because I can bake. I know how to bake from scratch. If I have seeds, then I can grow. I can grow vegetables. I can grow foods, and then I can keep seeds from the things that I grow. So that's absolutely. I need animals that are breeding, or I need to be able to hunt wild. But if you think about it, everybody's going to be hunting wild. So,
what motivates you to keep going? Aloha Day asked some great questions.
Yeah. I would have to say I don't do well sitting. I get very depressed. I get very, I don't do well. So I know that when I get up and I go and I do, I always feel better. Kimmy being here is a huge, huge big deal for me, because then I'm not by myself. So, plus we just have a lot of fun when we do things. So,
we do.
I'd have to say that one. Mike says 1 trip to Salt Lake City. Have you ever been to Salt Lake City, Utah?
I think I went there for my medical test. It was a testing thing, so I was only there for a short amount of time.
Yeah, I think I've driven through. I know I've probably driven through.
It was me and like 5 other coworkers, and then we stayed the night, and then we left the next morning. So I'm stupid. I ask smart questions. No, I think that's good.
I think that's really good. Colleen says we have wheat berry and mylar bags in tubs. Yeah.
Wait, I did know that about honey being great for healing wounds. So bees are also beneficial to have. Honey is great for a lot of things.
Yes. You can barter with coffee. There are some things that I would say, because you're going to run out of them. Like we would eventually run out of coffee, right? So do you take up your space in your pantry with that and covet it and just have small amounts? We have French press, so you could totally do it. To be honest with you, I would give up coffee immediately, because I don't need it. And I wouldn't want to take up the reserves, because I know Kim loves it.
I love it.
So it's something that I would be like, that's not mine, I'm not using it. But I do drink a lot of tea. So, and that would
And I'll be like, she can have as much tea as she wants.
Yeah. So, I would just start growing the things to make tea, because that's something that I could do. But coffee, we would be SOL after we ran out.
Yeah. And it's always good to have stuff to barter, especially if there's something you end up needing down the road, like antibiotics or something like that. So,
but the reality of it is if this is okay. So my mind goes to welcome to Heatherland. My mind goes to
I've been here for a while.
Buckle up.
Exactly.
3 days later, the live is still going.
I can finally sit close enough to.
Nice.
Like I'm not dying.
It's down to 350 now.
Yeah, I'm not burning off.
If it really did, if we really were in a place like that where we were having to live off of our pay, which I think we're fairly close, to be honest with you. Apparently, I am a conspiracy theory person because things have come true. So I think you'd have to shut it down. Like, you wouldn't be able to. You would have to know who's in your group, and you would have to do and share with those people. Like, the best thing that you could do would be to get 15, 20 families. Let's just say if you go to church, your church family, everybody is hoarding, is prepping and hoarding. I like that word. Hoarding like 3 or 4 specific things. And then you all come together as a community, and then you could be successful. But the reality of it is, for those of us that live out in the country and we do this for that, people from the city are going to run out of food really, really fast. They have nowhere to keep food. You know, the crime's going to go crazy. Like, it's going to be a thing.
Huge.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think you'd have to shut it down and lock it down pretty quick.
Is huge, and access points to where you live is huge.
Yeah. So our military background comes in, and then we are like,
we got lots of ideas.
We got lots of ideas.
KJ made a really good point.
You wouldn't think about it as 2 old ladies.
KJ made a really good point. Knowledge of medicinal herbs and plants. That's also really great to have. Having like books of those things
that would be
is a great thing to have. Yeah. Books for all of this kinds of stuff to start saving up.
And I have a ton of books in storage. Like, I have a storage shed that I rent, and I have lots of books like that.
So
that's
if the stuff hit the fan today, we could rucksack out and go to that storage locker and throw things in.
The only thing that I don't have right now that I think would be a big deal would be a horse, because then you wouldn't have to walk everywhere. Just saying, they can eat things.
People steal your horses.
Yeah, well, you train your horse to not let anybody else ride it.
We put our camo on.
Yeah,
and we go from tree to tree. So we got this.
Jag, you're welcome. Been a prepper for a long time now. That's why I moved to Montana. Yeah, you know, I have to tell you, when things started getting really expensive, I was like, are you kidding me? I have always had a 3-year food pantry. 3-year pantry for anything in the house. So like toothpaste, shampoo, everything, all your foods, anything to run your house for 3 years I've always had. So I got rid of it all and then bought this mountain, and like, I'm like, really? So this is when it happens? Of course.
Yeah.
So that was really hard. Danielle, there are a lot of wild edibles and herbs. I think I do have a book on the wild and edible things in Washington, but I haven't purchased one for this area.
Land's Promised Land Ranch is in the house.
Hi.
Welcome.
My Texas friends. How's the weather there?
Are you doing any type of garden this year? I'm going to learn to make tinctures. We have a lot of medicinal plants on our property.
We're going to do a small, like, salad garden. We're not going to do anything really for storage. Because we want to really focus on getting the barn done and some of the things done. We've got to get our solar up. We've got to get our wind turbine up. We've got to get the barn done. Obviously, we want to get this here done, and hopefully maybe our small greenhouse done, the hoop greenhouse. So we've got a lot of things to do next year. We're hoping, if we have time after those things are done, of doing a little movable barn for the goats. So that we could keep them over here. We like having the animals close to us.
Good looking honkies in the house.
What?
I love the channel name. That's funny.
That's hysterical.
Peter North here, old adult film star, retired. Well.
Great stream tonight. That's
hilarious. I don't even know what to say about that.
No words. No words.
Okay. Best wishes to you as well. So Aloha J has another question. Are you trying to wake up people who are asleep, and how successful?
I
Unnecessary.
don't think we personally are trying to wake up people. I think what's going on in society right now is waking up people. You're gonna wake up or you're not. And there's nothing wrong with being prepared. Because sometimes, you know, your car breaks down and you have to buy new tires. Let's just say you have to buy new tires for your car. That's like $1,000. Well, if you have a food storage, then that's not a big deal. You can not buy groceries. You can steal from your grocery budget, get your tires put on your car, and eat out of your pantry for a month. So, I mean, it's just smart to do.
I'm a city girl, and we've never had more than a week or two's worth of food in our pantry. Never. So this is all brand new to me. I thought preppers were a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be a video coming out on that real soon to my channel. So I will make a lot of either friends or enemies. So.
Frenemies. It's like a bunch of frenemies. But you know, that's the thing. Until you're either brought up to think that way, or
frenemies,
or you're not. And growing up, we did not. I mean, we were really poor. So, I mean, we got food boxes. We stood in line for milk, the powdered milk, the government cheese and all that kind of stuff. Like, we did that. We had to do that. We did not. My mom did not have extra money to buy extra things to put into a pantry and into storage. Like, it just was not a thing that we had. So, I think part of that is definitely being in the military has made me be like, prepare for the worst, hope for the best kind of attitude. And I personally just really, really enjoy doing things from scratch. I enjoy making my own laundry soap. I enjoy making, doing those kinds of things. And so it's like a hobby for me. So I enjoy doing that, but
I get to learn it all. She's my mentor, and so she's teaching me. So, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Right. If people aren't awake yet, well, their eyes aren't open.
Yeah.
Good point. Mods, I don't know if you have already, and if you have, great, but put down Bland's Promised Land Ranch link.
Tim says he remembers the government cheese boxes. So when I was little, my mom used to buy like 1 gallon of whole milk and then divide that into 4 gallons and add water. That to make 4 gallons out of the 1 gallon. Like, that was how we got our milk.
Hi, Winter.
Hi, Winter. So yes, if our goats have babies, I've been milking goats since 2006 is whenever I first got my first set of goats.
Hi, 12 Stones Ranch.
So I'm really hoping Junie is pregnant. We know that Sissy is not. She came back into heat, and we just didn't get her over to get her rebred. So if Junie's pregnant, then we'll get babies from her, and then we'll get to milk her. She's never been milked, other than we milked her one time last season when we took the other babies off. And she actually handled it really well. Tiffany. I was real impressed. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, 12 Stones Ranch. I'm missing everybody, so sorry. Hi, everybody. If I have not said hello to you, then hello.
To be fair, you were talking. I did call it out.
Hello, everybody. Let's see. Have I missed anybody's questions? If you put down a question and I missed it, put it up again.
Thanks for the link drop. Thank you, Kelly, for putting it down. If you guys want to put down 12 Stones Ranch too.
So if you guys are not following the other channels that are on here, go follow them. I think we get a bunch of good information from everybody. So, plus when we come to Texas, we're going to visit all you Texas people.
And Heather's accent's going to come back like that.
Totally.
It's the funniest thing when she gets around someone that has that accent. She's all of a sudden like
immediately, and I don't even realize it's happening. And so Sean and Brandy were here visiting. Was that last year or was the year before? From Keeping It Dutch, and so they're friends, and so we had just met them, and we went all to breakfast after church. And we're sitting there talking, and I'm talking to Sean, and like here it comes, and Kim is rolling, like she is like sitting next to me rolling, and she's like, "Wow, that came back quick and thick." I was like, "Yeah, it did."
Kimmy goes straight for the Florida accent. No, I wasn't there that long enough. I do have a funny story about accents. I'll tell you in a little bit. Tim Fergal says, "Have you made goat cheese?" I've tried some homemade goat cheese, and it was very good and addictive.
Yes. So I
love it.
have made mozzarella all from goat's milk. Mozzarella, Colby Jack, feta,
Farm cheddar.
farmhouse cheddar, yogurt, Parmesan or no, did not make that one.
Provolone.
No, but the mozzarella actually tastes like a provolone mozzarella mix. It's really good. Ricotta, because I made lasagna. So yogurt, cottage cheese. I think that's about it.
Vicky says, "Tiny Shiny Homestead makes ice cream from goat's milk."
Oh yeah, I've made ice cream. Ice cream is good.
I haven't made any of these things, and I haven't tasted homemade any of these things.
So good.
That's a city girl for you, right?
Shauna and Brandy are good peeps.
They're the best. They really, truly are.
Oh, see, KJ says she's totally that way with her accent. I talk on the phone to home, and people couldn't understand me.
So
yeah,
that's my quick little story. So basic training. I was in Alabama, Fort McClellan, and the funniest thing is we had the Southern accent, and then we had like the Ebonics, and so between the two of those. I picked up a little bit of both, and I would call home and I would call and talk to my mom, and she was like, "Who is this?" And I'm like, "It's your daughter." Are you sure? But it's like you pick it up because you're around it for so long. And our basic training and AIT were at the same place, so we were literally all in one spot for 4 months,
16 weeks with the same people.
Yep, the whole time. So.
Anna, it's right. We should get hired for our storytelling. We should do little shorts telling stories about when we were in the Army.
We totally should. While we're feeding animals.
Yes.
You're filling up the chat too much. What?
Smiley face.
Oh, okay.
Da-da-da-da.
That was a smiley face. That was a joke.
Yeah. Our Dream in the Woods. Goats. Watching them on your channel, they remind me of Hyper Doggy. This is accurate. We watched Kimmy's video on them and are contemplating goats, but not for sure. So, goats. Love goats. I think they are absolutely the perfect homesteading animal. You get meat, you get hides, you get milk. And then with milk, you can make cheeses and all that kind of stuff. Pick your breed carefully. Some breeds are much louder than others. One of the reasons why I like La Manchas is they're a quieter goat, and their milk is very, very sweet, and they produce large amounts. Like one goat could give you a gallon of milk a day. But goats are browsers, so they like to eat up high. So they will destroy every tree that you have if they have access to it. They're not like sheep, where sheep are grazers. Sheep want to eat anything on the ground. They'll leave the trees alone to an extent. If they have grass, they will eat the grass. Goats will ignore grass and want to get up in the trees and pick off the trees. So you want to protect your trees, or they will kill them. Your fences have got to be good. Electric fence, 100%. So if you want to put up to keep more predators out, put up like a regular rolled wire fence, put electric on that, you'll have no problems. They will not get out. But if they can get out, they will get out. And if they get out, they will destroy everything. So that's my advice.
Bradley said, "We want to see pics of you guys when you're in uniform." So funny thing about that, we were just talking about it.
Funny, we were just
and so we are gonna do that on an upcoming video. Show some. But back in that time, there wasn't cell phones. I mean, there was pagers.
Right.
But we didn't walk around with cameras.
Right.
So we don't have a whole lot.
Lots of and you were made fun of if you sat around in your uniform and had your picture taken. Like, we razzed each other hard. Like that was not. We were not the softer, gentle Army.
People wanted us,
Yeah.
wanted to take pics, and we're like, no, that's stupid.
Yeah, like when my mom came, she's like, oh, put your uniform on. She was Air Force. She's like, put your uniform on. I want to get pictures of it. Well, I had just had a baby, so I didn't fit in anything but my maternity wear, and I was like, no.
That's a hard no.
Absolutely not.
What are some of the lessons you grew from while on your homestead?
Well, I've learned to can. So I learned canning. I've been doing this for a while, so
I never can.
Man, I have to learn. I have to go back and think about the things.
She's gonna be teaching me all of this stuff. Can you believe that?
I've
never canned.
Yeah. So I think I started cooking from scratch when I was like 10. So cooking would have been the big thing. I really got into breads, making breads and doing breads, but just cooking everything. I just love to cook. So I came into homesteading already knowing how to do that. So I would say if you don't know how to do that, start learning that right now. Because I think, and then you adjust your diet to what you can grow, wherever you're at. If you're gonna actually homestead, then you need to look at, well, if I don't like salads, or if I don't like vegetables in general, then you can still grow things and feed those to the animals. So like you could grow a whole garden just to feed a pig, and then harvest a pig, and then there you go. So you could do a carnivore diet and also still do some gardening. I think I kind of called it on the feed. So we were having a discussion.
Bye, Simon.
Like a year ago. Bye, Simon. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye. We were having a discussion like a year ago, and I was like, they're raising prices at the grocery store, and we can be controlled through that. The next thing they're going to get is animal feed. And so when this started coming out, where we're hearing about the chicken feed and all that kind of stuff, it was like, man, I hate it whenever I'm right with those things. Like, I hate that. So it's going to get to the point that if you have livestock, you had better be able to feed them off of your property. I do think that we are going to get to that stage. So, knowing what your animals need for their nutrition, knowing how to grow, and kind of deciding if you would rather hunt than raise animals. I know there's a lot of people that would rather do that. Me personally, I would like to guarantee what goes in my freezer. That may be just because I'm older, but I've always been that way. I've actually never been hunting. So,
bye, Sean. Bye, Winter.
Bye, guys. So being able to, okay, I've got 2 does on my property. I'm going to breed them. They're going to have twins or triplets. That puts, 4 to 6 goats in my freezer. So my red meat's covered for me personally, for my group. So I don't know. I think that would be. I don't think you were asking what do I think you should do. What do I have? I have many years of.
We're at an hour, guys. So throw out your last minute questions if you have some.
I would have to say right now I'm just learning to build and working on these skills, because they're not really what I have. I'm not as good at that. Good night. Send us all the bill.
Let's see, there was one more question. Have you ever used reusable canning lids?
I have. I've actually always reused my canning lids. I do know that some people purchase new ones every year, but I was really poor. So I reused all of mine. If they did not seal, we would eat those first. They would either, if it didn't seal, we'd either eat it as quickly as we could, or it would go to the freezer, or I would try to recan it with another batch or something like that. So, that's kind of how I did mine. But, it kind of becomes this thing where you go in and you take stock of your stuff and you check your cans to make sure nothing's opened up or unsealed or whatever, and you do that on a regular enough basis, and then things don't go bad, and you can catch it and then use it. Okay, well, if this unsealed, then we need to have green beans tonight or whatever. I mean, you just kind of figure out what it has. I have I had a whole shelf. I didn't know you weren't supposed to stack jars on top of jars.
I didn't know that.
No, it will unseal them. So I had done that with some jars, and not a lot, thankfully, but I had done it with some, and so a whole group of jars came unsealed, and I was able to feed those to the pig. So it didn't really go to waste. It was kind of a bummer because you spend so much time canning and prepping and doing all of that kind of stuff. But I was able to feed it to pigs. So long run, it turned into something that we could still use. But
I have the black screen death, so I can't read anything.
oh, bummer.
Nothing. It's
Well, good night, Aloha Jay. We enjoyed you being here. You have great questions. You do what you gotta do. I like the idea of reusing if you can. Yeah. Many times I say, what the hell are they doing? Exactly. We do too, Tim.
So
I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing here, but this seems like it'll work. I did get it, Danielle, so we're trying to figure out our schedule of, we'd love to come down there because Kim has not seen your area, and I'd like to show it to her. It's just gas. This is an issue. And the length of the day. So we may need to meet up, but and then we could go down there in the summer when it's prettier anyway. You have very thought-provoking videos. Thanks, Tim. All right, Virgil, you be safe driving home.
Yeah. In this rain and dark.
All right, you guys, we're going to let you go and, I don't know,
Get some dinner in our bellies.
figure out some dinner.
Because look at us, we're starving.
I know, to death. If anybody had a birthday in the month of February, happy birthday.
Birthday.
And we will see you next Tuesday at 5. And for those of you that are members, we will see you on Thursday at 5. So if you're wondering what that's about, you can join as a membership, and they pay a little bit of money to help us out with this build and the things that we're doing so we can continue putting out content. And for that, we do a special members only live on Thursdays. And we appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Oop.